Hello and welcome to episode 75 of the gojenn videocast. Today is Monday, July 25th, I think. I really don't have anything to share today. For this past week, I have been working on my two owl projects, which are the Trillion and the Snapdragon, and there's really nothing to show you for my progress because I've just done some rows. And July 31st is the deadline for that project. So next week's podcast should wrap up everything, One Book July and my two owl projects. So we'll see. Next week will be I'll have something to say. So for what I'm going to show you today, it is a couple little clips of just little clips that I've been saving. One is of Bella trying very hard not to go to sleep because she always wants to know everything that's going on. One is a slideshow of the campground, the KOA campground there that we stayed at in Boone, North Carolina. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think there was just a little snippet of me saying, "Here we go," on our trip. So I apologize. I've just been having too much fun camping, and got to go back to work tomorrow, but it'll be a short week, and then I'll be back to wrap up One Book July and see if I make it on my owl. It's not looking good right now, but that's okay. I'll just keep working on them until I get them finished. So with all of that being said, here are some little snips of videos, and I will see you next Sunday. We'll be here. We're not going camping next weekend, but and I'll have more to say then. So until I see you again, I wish you a week filled with love and laughter. Well, we're getting ready to leave home. We're filling up with gas before we head off to Boone, North Carolina. The dogs are ready. Say hello. And here's hoping we have a great weekend. Bella, are you trying to go to sleep? No? You wide awake? Okay. So these are just a few photos from our trip this weekend to Boone, North Carolina, to the KOA campground that's there. It's absolutely lovely. It's beautiful. Our site was wonderful. We got very lost on the way up there and took a detour up the most curvy road. I mean, hairpin curves I've seen, but this thing, it was just ridiculous. And we were on the RV, so, and of course, you know, when you're lost, you get grumpy, and so we were really happy to finally get there. And this was how it looked that day. Beautiful. And this is Lucy at our campsite. We had lots of room, so we could pull out our awning all the way and our slide outs, and we had a really nice site. And this is just some of the scenery. This is looking from our picnic table. It was the campground was kind of full Friday, Saturday, but then it emptied out Sunday afternoon. The roads going to the campsites was pretty steep, but then everybody was kind of terraced in, you know, to a level spot. And this, I mean, this is just gorgeous. This is the scenery that we had around us. We had wonderful weather, a nice cool breeze every day. There were trails that we could have hiked had we wanted to, but walking the dogs was usually a hike enough. So they had lots of stuff for kids. There's tons of activities in the area, and it was just breathtaking scenery all the time. That's at the bottom of the hill, looking back up the hill at some of the other motorhomes, or trailers, campers, pop-ups, whatever. That's my husband trying to figure out where we're going to go in September. We had very limited internet connection. I couldn't make it work on my phone or my iPad, so I just gave up. But he battled with it. And then this is, it was just beautiful scenery the whole way home today. Although it felt like we were really descending into something very hot. Because it was maybe 75 to 80 degrees the whole weekend, and it's close to 100 here, if not more. So miserable, but we had a wonderful trip. Highly recommend it to anybody looking for somewhere to go camping.